Some houses are organized by rooms, others by corridors, but this house is organized by gardens, 6 of them. Instead of imagining the house as a single volume, its design begins the other way around. First come 6 outdoor spaces, spread across different levels of the site. Only afterward does the architecture appear to connect them. This is the Omnibus House in Yangpyeong, a small town near Seoul surrounded by mountains, forests, and a river that crosses the landscape. The site where the house was built sits on a slope with about 10 meters of elevation change, which ultimately became one of the main drivers of the design. Rather than leveling the terrain or creating a single artificial plateau, the architects chose to work with this topography. The solution was to distribute different courtyards along the slope, each occupying a specific level of the landscape. This is how 6 distinct gardens emerge. Near the entrance appears the arrival garden, marked by a single tree that welcomes residents and visitors. Each courtyard presents a different landscape, light condition, and use. Instead of a single dominant facade, the house offers multiple spatial experiences that gradually reveal themselves along the path. The main garden faces the river view and is designed as a place for gathering and social interaction. The interior spaces function almost like a connective axis that stitches all the courtyards together. As one moves through the house, the interior reveals different framings of the landscape and allows constant encounters with the outdoor spaces. The interior palette is intentionally neutral. White surfaces and light wood create a quiet background so that each garden can stand out with its own atmosphere. What is interesting is that these gardens are not simply leftover spaces around the house. They are in fact the true protagonists of the design. Each one functions as a small outdoor environment with its own identity, almost as if they were open-air rooms. On another level appears the exercise garden, oriented toward the surrounding natural landscape and intended for activities such as yoga. The architecture appears as a series of walls that organize these spaces. Instead of forming a single, easily recognizable architectural object, the brick walls act as planes that frame and separate the different courtyards. The house stops being perceived as a single volume and begins to be understood as a sequence of places. There is also a secret garden, protected from the views of neighbors and more oriented toward contemplation. Further down appears the play garden, where children can have direct contact with the natural ground of the site. Some of these walls feature curved corners that soften the transitions between courtyards and create small entry or sheltered areas. At the same time, the detailed brickwork creates different patterns in each garden. Although the material is the same, the way the bricks are laid changes according to solar orientation and the type of use of each courtyard, creating textures that vary throughout the house. This continuous path makes the house feel like a sequence of chapters. With about 283 square meters, the Omnibus House shows a different way of thinking about the relationship between house and nature. Here, architecture does not try to dominate the terrain or create an isolated object in the landscape. Instead, it works as a system of walls and spaces that organizes different fragments of nature around everyday life. In the end, the most striking experience will not be the shape of the house, but the places. The garden where coffee is taken in the morning, the hidden courtyard where silence is sought, the space where children play. 6 gardens, 6 different atmospheres, and a house that exists precisely to connect them.